So this is basically true atheism and theism combined. Alright, so whenever this nuclear energy and this electric energy, or alpha and omega, fuse together, they're creating a singularity, which is literally mimicking a cell on Earth. Like whenever a male, one half of a haploid cell, the nuclear, meets the female, which is the electric, the eggshell, and then grows into a living being. Except this grows into a supreme being, which is a universe. And if it does it on a biological level, it's a human being, or human existence. You know, supreme being, supreme existence. Human being, human existence. Okay? So literally, the universe, man is created in God's image. Okay? Man is created like the universe is. And this will literally go through the same process. Instead of daughter cells being produced after it goes through interphase, whenever this goes through interphase and two daughter cells are produced, it's not daughter cells. It's a proton and an electron. It goes through beta decay. After this neutron star forms, after this macroneutron star, which is the singularity, forms, it's like a diamond in the sky. You know, it's got carbon in it too because of the ashes, like I was talking about on the other video. The ash, even if the ash isn't there yet, even if another universe hadn't preceded this one, this is how it started, from the void. But chances are, you know, infinity's been existing before our universe was born. So there's got to be wisps of carbon and dust in the universe prior to its existence, okay, where this nuclear and electric energy was. So this fusing together literally is the concept of conceiving. This is literally conception, okay? And conception is a plan, or comes from the mind. Hence, the concept of consciousness, you know, or will. Because this nuclear energy is literally going, or the space, just the space, is literally going to usher in this nuclear energy from the void, which is the will of God, okay? So this is literally God's plan, or God's love, the will of God, the mind of God, okay? So this is, before this singularity forms, the Holy Father, which is this nuclear energy, the male alpha, that nuclear, the Holy Father, that's the Bose-Einstein condensate before it gets hot. See, this nuclear energy, which comes from these quarks that are micronova, is low energy quarks, up and down quarks, but they can't form protons and neutrons yet. There's no color charge. It's cold, super cold, because there's no energy. All there is boom, like a supernova, a star blowing up that turns into gases and materials, which is a lower state that turns into to planetary material, more or less. This is going to turn into planetary material too, basically the constituents of matter. So it goes from a high energy quark micronova into low energy quarks, which are up and down quarks, but they have no color charge, so they can't form protons and neutrons. So they will literally have to form a neutron star to come together. And the way they do this is through gravity. Yes, microgravity, gravitons. The space recognizes anything. It always feels the weight of everything. Okay, so this is going to decay when it forms into a neutron star and starts getting hot. That's when it starts gaining color charge. It goes from this holy Father, Bose-Einstein condensate into some big, hot, dense neutron. Okay, like a big, giant neutron, more or less. That's what it's going to be, like a big, giant neutron. And it's literally going through beta decay, okay? And it's going to produce, instead of two cells like interphase does, it does it with an electron and proton, okay? So all these up quarks and down quarks are trying to remain neutral because space is 1 and 0. So it's trying to literally reduce back into ashes and just nuclear and electric energy, but it has to go through this large process because of the chaos theory, more or less. But this all derives from all the religions, that they always boil back down to this, the laws of thermodynamics and conception. It's all about conception. And it's a misconception that it's bad to have sex. And that's one thing in the religions, you know, that it's bad. I mean, it's not good to just throw it around, you know. I mean, that's just not good. You know, it's sacred. You know, it's not just something to just do. I mean, it's something. It's an important part of our lives. It's literally an important part of our lives. Conception is everything. But we have to be responsible with what we do, perceive, and conceive, or if we conceive something, how we perceive it, how we look at things, our perspective. Our perspective has to be less distorted, And I speak on this religious philosophical level because, I believe in, I've always believed, and it led back to science, more or less being the same thing. So, I'm more theist than a theist because I believe this. I know what God is, and I know how God works on all levels. I know I don't know everything, but I understand what God is, at least. Let's just say that. I understand what God is and how it works. I just don't know everything about it because it's so complex. There's no possible way anyone could ever know everything about it because it's infinity. It just keeps going. There's no rational way anyone can, but we can understand. We can get on the track of how it works. And we even know on a quantum level, when it comes to karma and stuff like that, that intentions do play a part in the world around us. Having good intentions, putting out positive vibes, having good energy, have blessings, wishing people the best. It's just, there's no difference between wishing best wishes on someone and saying have a blessed day. People have just taken things that when it comes to religions, they've just got a passion to hate it. It's just, I'm just trying to say these days, it's just like when it comes to politics. A person like is, oh, you're a Democrat, oh my God, or you're a Republican, oh my God. Well, I'm a citizen. I'm a citizen. It's a matter of what side. This is who I'm on, the citizen. I'm not going to side with either one of them. Just like this, I couldn't side with any religion because they were all talking about the same stuff. They were talking about the nature and creation and, people and their intentions. So I understood it. It all started making sense. And then the yin and yang, that's the karma. It looks like this. Similar to that. And that's a galaxy. That's 6 and a 9, that's our galaxy. It's karma, I don't know how to explain it either. Any easier than this, really. I believe in, if I've really tested this. It really does work. And shifting your perspective, it'll change the world for you. It really will. I swear it will. And I'm not going to, and this right here, this sounds simple too, but a lot of people don't necessarily do it. But over about a period of 2 years, you'll start seeing a lot of differences. Switch the primary hand that you use. If you use your right hand, switch to your left hand. If you use your left hand a lot, switch to your right hand. So this will literally open up the other side of your brain. And it'll help you understand these things in a more of a bilateral way. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times, more people are just geared one way or the other. It's hard to have a middle ground. It's hard to see it. But once you see it, I swear you'll never go back. You'll never go back. You'll blow your mind every day. You will blow your own mind every day.